Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Slay. Today we'll be tackling the easy level, Cyxou. Looking at this level right off the bat, I can see mostly a round level, save for this peninsula in the north and a few lakes in the south. Start by trying to secure this peninsula. Does not look to be of any extreme strategic value, but as we know, all peninsulas are extremely important in this game. It appears we already have a rather large territory here towards the middle of the map. We'll be fighting against yellow and light green in this general area. Another rather large territory here, and with two peasants able to expand that pretty well. Should be able to bring these guys together pretty early on in the game. Plenty of trees around this area. Nowhere for him to go. Oh, definitely want to connect your greens together. Okay, so good, we can bring those together. And I'm going to go ahead and bring a spearman in right away, split that territory up. Good, that buys us another unit there. So that does leave the northern part of this territory vulnerable, but it gives us an opportunity to attack these large amassing forces in the south. And also allows us a chance to unite all of these territories, which should always be your goal. Nothing happening there, but next turn we'll be able to put a castle there. And there. So I am just about tied for the largest territory, but two of these in the northern peninsula are dark green. So I think I'm going to need to bring a spearman into the mix early. And I see that we already have a spearman here on the medium green army. Now there's not much I can do to make him hurt, so I'm just going to split this yellow group up over there. Out in the west, not much happening. Fighting with a medium green unit. And in the south, not much happening either. So that turned out very good. So by spreading my units out, I'm going to expand territory and be able to defend as well as possible. Not able to get that castle just yet. My math was completely wrong. But I am able to bring the spearman in now. So if I put him right there, I'll be able to unite these territories on the very next round. And my territory in the... or that entire territory is still protected. Having a problem here. That territory gets split. That is unfortunate. Here, the yellow is still not combined. This is difficult. So I could do that, but that leaves me extremely vulnerable. But if that spearman's going to get me, he's going to get me, no matter where I am. Not much I can do about that. And that should be everything I can do in this round. I'm going to keep an eye on this territory as we go to the next turn. Now this territory was split. And we can bring these peasants back, defend the core, and also get rid of some of these trees. Expand that territory a little bit, bring that guy back together. This one's still fine. Now we can split this yellow, and in fact, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take one more over there. Just like that. And then here, start putting the moves on yellow. Up in the north, I am able to unite, which is excellent. And here, I am able to build my castle. Alright, let's watch what happens in the north now. Nothing. That is excellent. So leaving that just like that. Good, we had a nice little rash here. To protect there. And do we want to unite? This is tough. Would it be better to unite the central with the western or the central with the eastern? Why not both? We'll do that. Struggling a little bit here on the west coast. But I will be able to attack the brown unit there. That leaves me rather vulnerable, but we're being aggressive here. And moving on to the next turn. Sometimes being aggressive pays off, and in this game actually the way the AI is programmed, being aggressive very often will pay off. Now I'm going to go ahead and split that green guy up, give him a really hard time there. And then I want to protect one of my weak spots, so I'm going to put that castle right there. That is a very defensive castle, and even though castles are items of defense, they can be used in offensive ways. If you put them on your front, it's going to make it very difficult for armies to drastically repel an invasion. Like that. Even though that's just a peasant, it's going to take a knight to knock him out. And I am concerned about these green units, so I will take them out in the middle. That split their territory 3 ways, and I imagine their northernmost territory will be at the end of this turn. And to finish my thought, it will be armyless. Not sure what exactly to do here. That castle in the middle is trouble. It's going to be hard for me to defend. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to bring a knight in right away. Secure more in that area. And there and there. Bring in some more territory all around here. See how we're doing in this area. Well, the good news is I was able to split him up, but the bad news is he is now back together. And I can not split him any further than that. That is a fairly secure build at the moment. Oh, my territory now is split again. That's major trouble. So I can put him there just to defend. But that's all he's going to be able to do. Next turn. I don't like the way that these guys are forcing my hand with knights. I'm going to need to bring a knight in up on the north in order to secure that area as well. And there's no convenient, easy way for me to get to this castle over here, where I really want to be, to make sure that those medium green territories are not able to be combined. Don't like that at all either. Good news. The good news is that this guy made a real fool of himself by putting all his army right there where they're bound to die. Cut their supply lines. I'm frankly not sure where the best place to put this guy is going to be, so I think we'll just go ahead and put him right there. And that should be fine. Check how we're doing in the north. One more unit here. Continue to defend there. You just stay right there. Nothing you can do yet. Then in the south. Moving right along. So our major problem is definitely the two brown armies, the light and the dark. Going to need to do something about them very soon. Nothing that any of those guys can do. Yes, this brown army is a major problem. I have a very bad feeling about that. I think that is a very foolish decision on my part. I'm doing it anyway, so I can learn more about how the AI works and what will happen when you do something like that. But I do not have a good feeling about that. Here, I can split their army pretty well. So light brown is really in trouble. But I'm going to need to do something about this dark brown army now. So I feel like by going like that, I'm making a forceful enough blow that he'll notice, but not so forceful that I'm overextending myself. And then I will play defensive over here. I do have more units. Gain more territory. Alright, moment of truth. Good. That worked out exactly as I was hoping. Although, with my current setup, I'm only going to be able... Yep, I'm only going to be able to survive one more turn. Very much overextended. Let's make sure we're fairly secure on most fronts there, yes. So we'll do peasant, spearman, peasant, peasant. And put the knight right there. Keep that spearman there with a knight there. Oh, take that back. Did not see that guy there, and we can put a castle right there. We should be in much better shape that way. And then a couple of peasants taking that territory. I'm going to replace... Oh, drat. Sometimes you'll accidentally hit the send it back to the very beginning button. That's a real nuisance. But I do now know that I want to put a spearman there and a peasant there and there. And I'll go ahead and put a spearman there as well, and then peasants there and there and there. Then we know we want to move peasant, 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 knight, and then we will put mostly spearmen along this area and a castle there. That should do. Oh yes, that will do nicely. Gonna take a knight to divide those forces. Don't have enough to do anything there. Next turn. Very good. Major army's been destroyed. So they'll secure some better. Have to consider what is the best use of this knight. Definitely there in that yellow territory. Now, furthermore, I should be able to unite entirely right there. And so now this gigantic area is secure. At least in terms of its numbers. Well, let's see what happens. Excellent. Was able to stay entirely together. Now with a huge army like this, we must see what is our major threat. I've never seen so oddly united is our territory in this level. I've never quite seen it like that. So now, the quickest way to victory is going to be splitting up of any large territories. And as much as I like that, it is unfortunate I do need to bring a third knight into the situation in order to split that one up. And any other places where we're insecure, any other large territories? I think our biggest challenge here is actually going to be this eastern front. I should be able to reunite a lot of these fronts. And with one more peasant, I'll put them right there. And they want to surrender. Easy as that. 13 turns. So to learn a little bit more about the AI today, they are definitely not risk takers. And you can use that to your advantage. But you have to be careful to do it, because they're not entirely stupid. If you leave something huge and vulnerable staring you in the face, staring them in the face, they will take advantage of it. Once again, thank you for joining us. This has been Let's Play Slay. I am Gryrock. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode.